Hey guys, what's going on? How y'all doing? So at the start of all my SkyBlock episodes, I always try to have like a little, just something I can say at the start, or I don't know, some little piece of information. What I was gonna do this episode was, if I can get in the pot here, like pop down here and be like, oh yeah, we spent 31 episodes in the SkyBlock world, and the other blocks still suspect nothing. And then I was like, that's a really lame way to start the episode. So I didn't do it, but I just showed you guys it anyways. Yeah, what's going on? This episode is one of those episodes where I'll be showing you guys a lot of stuff that I've done, and if we're lucky, we'll be able to do something else as time goes along. Because I haven't been able to make a SkyBlock episode for a while, but I'll explain why I have cauldrons in a second. But I have been spending a lot of time in this world because there's tons of time where I can work on different projects I have on my computer or whatever, but that I can't record because there's other people around, or my house is usually really noisy. But I'm actually moving out in like 2 months, but that's another thing. But so yeah, the consequence of that is I end up sometimes putting lots of time into a world without ever showing any of it to you guys, and then if it's a world that I have a series on, like this one, yeah, I come back and a lot of stuff's been done. So first thing here is these chests. I've been saving up all the items that we're going to need to build a witch farm. And the reason for that is we're building a witch farm. So let me run over to that a second. One little thing that I didn't realize was going to happen when I updated this world, if you guys remember a few episodes back, I think I updated the world so that structures would still be present in the world, like their sort of data would be present. So for example, where a witch hut would be if I generated this world normally instead of, super flat, there would still be a sort of witch hut there, not physically, but if I built blocks there and it was dark, witches would spawn there, if that makes sense. Like I transferred the data from the structures over to the world. Hopefully you guys understand that. But when I did that, I copied over my skyblock to another world, and I guess what ended up happening was the nether I never updated, so the nether was just left as a normal nether because I made a new world, and yeah, so we have this nether now. And after I'm not even sure I suppose I could go get the old nether from one of my world downloads, but after thinking about it for a while, I think I decided I might just stick with the normal nether. Because what I did before was all I did was remove the netherrack, so glowstone, nether quartz, all the possible resources in the nether were still there. But I never really built anything or did anything in the nether. And I feel like part of the reason for that is it actually seemed like it'd be kind of cheaty, because it'd be so easy to build a gold farm or something in the nether, and because there was no netherrack, like when I told you guys about that change, I guess I tried to phrase it so that taking out the netherrack would make the world more difficult or skyblocky, I guess, but in reality it just kind of pushed me away from building in the nether. So I think we're gonna at least try out the normal nether here. And what I did was I built this is a mirror of my normal island, but in the nether world, because in the nether 1 block is equivalent to 8 blocks in the overworld. So if I were to build a portal out here, it would take me, well, if it didn't reconnect to the portal in the center of the world, it would take me to where the ice block farm is. So we may try to work out some sort of faster nether transportation system in the future, but what I need to show you guys is this portal way over here, because I figured out where the nearest witch hut would be in this world, built a portal over nearby it, and built a platform by the witch farm, and actually set up a little really bad but makeshift witch farm. So here we have a slow clock, and this clock is it fills this center area here with water and drains it. I'm still wearing the the blue armor. You can see my skyblock world way off in the distance. But what I actually built this a while ago, but I knew once I showed it to you guys, I would, like, the whole episode would be about the witch farm, of course. So I didn't want to try to take care of the witch hut farm and all those other farms from last episode all in the same episode. So I've been using redstone from this thing, but I just haven't actually showed it to you guys. So yeah, but we're gonna turn into a proper witch hut farm today, and that's what all those supplies were at the main base that I was showing you. So yeah, that is what's going on with this world. You guys, the pig is back. Every time I come down here, there's a pig in that spot. And I killed him the last time he was down here. I think I may have actually seen him in the last episode and I just forgot to kill him. So knock him off and see if he comes back. I think I got... There were some chickens too. Although I was just... Oh, there's one. How can I get to this guy? Here we go. So, I'm not... what was I gonna say? I don't know how long those chickens have been there, but yeah, we got a lot of eggs now, so maybe do something with those? I don't know. And then I put these torches here. I don't know if this will actually stop the animals from spawning, but hopefully it will. My goal with that was to try to make sure this thing is still operating at its full efficiency. Anyways, I had something else I was gonna say and now I forgot that. Alright, you guys, are you ready? We're going to do a sort of science experiment. This is the thing that I couldn't remember a second ago. But this one guy that I watch his videos of a lot, Mango, I'll link the video that I saw this in, he showed that item duplication in pairs of hoppers still occurs quite often in even Minecraft 1.8. And so he showed a farm that in an hour generated like 24 full stacks of an item. So it's not like it's not a duplication every tick, and he had almost 2,000 hoppers. But I was thinking like, oh, if this is something like still in the game, you know, I would want to actually see if it worked at least, and then maybe if it works, then I'll think about whether or not it's correct to use. So I brought a few like items that are kind of hard to get in SkyBlock. So we're going to put these in the hoppers, leave them duplicating, I guess. Why is this in there? Or well, leave them to possibly duplicate, and then, you know, put this in, see if stackable items work. And put an iron in. What else can we put in? Put a pickaxe in, or normal axe. Try a bucket, and what else should we try? Something not expensive. We'll try a torch. Alright, so what he showed is that if a world undergoes a lot of lag, then some of these items may possibly get duplicated. As in, what I think happens, he didn't elaborate on how exactly it worked, but my guess is that the item would attempt to get moved over into the next hopper that may succeed, fail, whatever, but the lag would cause it to get confused or maybe miss an update for a hopper, and the item would get transferred over but not leave a hopper. Rough idea. So now the next step is to create something that makes a lot of lag in the world. Alright, so this is my first attempt at just creating lag. It's so I figure, you know, light updates just take a lot of processing, so run around, we can feel the pauses. You can see how it's a little bit laggier, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Yeah, I feel like even if this was possible, that it's some people kind of argue, oh, the developers like left it in there, it's okay for us to use, and then other people are like, okay, this is sort of breaking the rules, and I'm already kind of breaking the rules enough with putting structures in the SkyBlock world, so yeah, I'm probably not going to carry on with this. Yeah, but I haven't gotten anything though. I'd probably have to leave this thing running overnight with this setup to even have a chance of getting anything duplicated. But yeah, fun little idea. Might work on it later or something. Although I really wish Mango would have actually went more in depth with how his thing worked. Or maybe he did and I just wasn't paying attention or skipped through or something. Yeah, I don't know. So I just went back and watched Mango's video on it, and apparently he was showing that trick just to demonstrate how game breaking it was. So yeah, just forget I showed you guys that. But I'll also link his video and everything. Very very cool stuff. So what we have left to get is just some redstone components. So probably going to go back over to the, I think we need like a stack and a half or something of comparators. So go over to the like pseudo witch farm, which has very slow rates, but probably spend a few hours there, and hopefully I'll have enough stuff to actually start working on the full witch hut farm. I just realized Endermen do not spawn in the Nether. That did totally not occur to me at all when I was in here before. Must have jumped through the portal.
The pseudo farm has been running for over a day now, but we're less than a stack away from having all the resources we need, so woo, should get it built soon. I don't know how, but I somehow managed to lose 27 full stacks of wood planks. I haven't died in the world. I have no idea where they went. I really just don't know. I lost them somehow. Alright, so I've gathered all the supplies over here that we need to build the witch hut farm. And yeah, I fell into the farm. So the witch hut farm building... Oh no, don't tell me the items despawned. Are they in here? Oh good, there they are. Alright. So the witch hut farm building death count is at 1. And the first layer should be finished here. So if I grab some string, minus the string, it's finished. String this across. One more. Alright, and if I stand here, yeah, there we go, it works, awesome. I'm going to destroy this because if I leave that string there, or if I leave this row active, I will probably fall through it at some point. I made it all the way through the first row without falling or dying yet, so that's a pretty good start. Okay, so I think I got the actual shifting floors here done. So the design is, yeah, I'll link JL's tutorial because this is just block for block his design here. Yeah, so pretty simple tripwire hook mechanism in there. As soon as anything spawns, let's see if I can. Oh, I can throw a block in. There we go. Yeah. So whenever something triggers the tripwire hook, the shifting floor will just go off, and whatever it was that triggered it will fall through. Yeah, so 3 layers, and each one is 7 by 9, I think. This thing took so long to build. But now, what I want to do, that I think would actually be pretty cool, is I'm going to time it and figure out how long this thing's going to take to pay for itself. Yeah, see, there we go. It works fine. You got witches. Works great. And as far as I can tell, there's no spaces for anything else to spawn. At first, there were some skeletons that popped up in here, and one killed me, so the death count's now at 2. Yeah. If we jump down here, just have a little platform that I made. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, so we'll set up hoppers on this thing, and then one little detail about this farm that I hadn't figured out yet was what's going to be done to run it. What is up with those pistons? Maybe there's like a witch stuck in the middle of the two. But the problem that needs to be figured out is when this farm will be on, like how we'll turn this farm on and run it. Because if I'm over at my base, this area is not going to be loaded unless we set up some sort of redstone device that loads the chunk the witch hut farm is in, and I think a 5x5 area of chunks around it is what's needed to process entities. So we'd have to set up like a grid of repeaters or something, or we could just set up a travel system in the Nether and just walk over here whenever we need supplies from it. That's probably the way we're going to go here, because to do it the other way, we would also have to transport the items all the way back to the base. So yeah, probably just craft some ender chests. We're going to need obsidian for that too. Every time I need something, I have to build an entire farm for it. This thing has probably taken up the most redstone that we've used, except for that really horrible storage system I built a long time ago, but that didn't need that much redstone. Alright, I'll get this thing finished up. And the death count is now at 3. Oh, there's one slight problem. I forgot to rebuild the portal on that thing. So I guess the portal's here now. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to go back and get some blocks or something and head back over there. Well, at least you guys can have a good view of the farm. Alright, let's just get down. Hopefully the items I had on me didn't despawn. I think that takes 5 minutes, so it hasn't been that long. Alright, no, oh, okay. Please, yep, there they are. At least my XP's still down there. And just, okay, and there's stuff. Did I just call mob stuff? Alright. Awesome. Okay, so this is the sorting system I was working out before I fell off the ladder. Alright, ready, set, sneak attack. Ha! Got him. Alright, so this thing is pretty much up and running and finished. Here's a little area I built. So we have the sorter right here. Got all the different things the witches drop. Portal, little observation platform. You can go up to the top there. Just threw all the crap in there. And oh my gosh, this thing is so much faster than I could have hoped. Yeah. This thing's so overpowered. But what I did was I figured out how much redstone was spent on this thing all in all, and it was 1,203 redstone dust total. So that's a little over 18 stacks, which means, what is this one? So this is 8. So yeah, we still need 10 more stacks to make back all the redstone we spent on this. So what I'm going to do is time that and figure out this thing's rate of repaying for itself, I suppose. Yeah, so I'm just going to time it now. Alright, so what I did was I came back to the overworld to fix these chests up here, because I figure we don't need the witch drops chest down here anymore. So what I did was, we have the hoppers coming in from the left from that farm, and the hoppers on the right coming in from everything else. And the part right here where they sort of split and go down together, I just moved over 3 blocks. And then, so this kind of loops over a little bit further now, and I moved some of these drops to the bottom. So we have 6 more chests that we can do for stuff here. Anyways, I was filling up my inventory and killing myself because there's like a ton of items here, as you guys saw. But I found something really weird when I was doing that. So if I jump off, kill myself. Oh, also there's a problem with the hopper line backing up from the overworld mob farm. It looks like the trash clock that I had, or kind of like the item destroyer dispenser thing, somehow got like it froze when the overworld unloaded, something like that. Oh, that's weird. It didn't happen. Every time before when I've jumped off and killed myself, like some of the item frames have disappeared and I have to relog to see them. It's really weird. Oh, on another note, something else that is pretty cool is I just realized this video will I'll probably publish this video Friday afternoon, which is when I'll be graduating from high school. Oh yeah, there we go. There's a glitch. Isn't this weird? See, now the item frames are gone. But if I relog, there they are. Weird stuff. But yeah, oh, that's a weird thought. So yeah, you may start watching this video and I'll still be in high school, and you may finish it and I'll be done with high school. Crazy thought there. Okay, so we need to fix this rabbit farm here. Rabbit farm, what am I saying? Flower farm, but it produces rabbits. Too many of them, and they usually always, yeah, I can hear a chicken, so
this thing is affecting the rates of this mob farm over there. So we need to pretty much tear this thing down and figure out a design that will somehow deal with animals spawning in it. Oh, wait a second, what am I saying? All we need to do is cover up this thing, because only grass that's exposed to direct skylight from above will spawn animals. That was a much easier solution than I was expecting. I was trying to figure out something that we could do for the rest of the episode, and it was just like, oh, that. But that's actually a really easy fix. Because I had the witch farm thing, but I didn't want that to be the whole episode, but I can't really think of anything else to do now, so yeah. Alrighty, flower farm's good again. Awesome. I was looking around the world, and there's like a lot of stuff that I could actually use like a little tune me up, or just a quick fix. Oh, before I forget. Boom. So Guardian Farm needs to be done still. I do have a portal built to where I think the Guardian Farm should be right now. We should do some nether farms too. Oh, in the end. I don't even know if I still have the portal in this world anywhere. And all of this stuff. Actually, hey, since we have those extra slots over in the chest area, we should use 2 of those for an auto mushroom farm. That would actually be really good. Yeah, we'll do that. But the other thing that I saw that made me think like, oh, I should just give this whole world a tune me up, because there's lots of little things, and I forgot why I built that platform. Oh, what am I talking about? I built that on camera. That was for my weird cloning idea thing. This is the problem I noticed earlier. Oh, he's gone. Well, there was a well, the other villager here was a zombie villager, but I suppose he despawned. And we kind of need 2 farmer villagers for this thing to work. I should probably actually do something to make this thing zombie-proof in the future. Like, maybe not just have a ladder right there that zombies could get down. Alright, so I think I made a pretty good mushroom farm design here. Kind of weird, though. But mushrooms spread so slowly. Let me actually go over the mechanics a second for you guys. So the way the spread of mushrooms works is if there's fewer than 5 of the same type of mushroom in a 3 tall and then 9 by 9 area centered on whatever mushroom is attempting to spread, then it'll execute a really weird algorithm. First, it'll choose a random area and a 3 by 3 by 3 sort of cube around it, and then if that area can support a mushroom, it will do the exact same algorithm a second time from the new location. So it's possible for it to move 2 spaces, but only if a space along the way can support a mushroom. Anyway, so what I did was I made these, all the floors are shaped in this way. So we have 4 mushrooms, because 5 is the max, so I figure this will make them grow the fastest. Because it's per mushroom, it's not per spot that can... the algorithm's executed from each mushroom, not based on like a spot near a mushroom or anything like that. And then what happens is the water will just flow across here and flush out any new mushrooms that have grown. And because I have a little dip here that the water can flow into, like it can flow down 1 block, it won't spread into any of these mushrooms. And yeah, it's pretty much the design. So then I alternated, I have browns and then reds, and in theory I could put like the same farm next, like right here, if I put like brown mushrooms here, because then it's 5 is the max per type of mushroom, so you can have 8 mushrooms next to each other as long as it's 4 of each type. It won't stop them from spreading. Yeah, really weird spread algorithm. And then for it to spread, it also has to be like light level less than 12. I think that might be the only requirement. But yeah, there's some giant... I wanted to get a good idea of what the rates were for farms like these, and there's this giant farm on YouTube, like a few hundred blocks tall, like 10 by 10 footprint, and it was like, it's like, oh yeah, this farm got like 3 of each type of mushroom per hour. It's just like, that's really bad. So yeah, this is what I got from just about 1 hour-ish. Yeah, so that's an hour. So mushrooms do spread very slowly. It's like every time they get a random game tick or something like that, or every game tick, there's a 1 in 100 chance that they'll do that spawn algorithm. And that spawn algorithm only works it's a really low percent. It's like less than 1 in 36 times. I think 1 in 36 is like the best chances you could have if you set up the area around the mushroom super pro mushroom spreadish. Alright, hopefully this made sense, because yeah, words don't always come out right when I try to explain stuff. Yeah, I just have a little clock up here to release the water, and yeah, should work well. So we'll build this thing and knock out 2 farms in 1 episode. Okay, it's bad enough when you just fall off like a ladder normally and die, but when you fall off a ladder onto a slime block, it's just... Okay. I guess what happened was I was like stuck in between 2 blocks. Anyways, well, I guess that makes this a good point in time to start talking. So the mushroom farm is pretty much finished. We just have to put the water circuitry on top. Anyways, I was going up to that thing because the hoppers over here are clogged up, and I wanted to turn it off to give the hoppers some time to empty out. Let's see. Yeah, they're all still clogged up. Dang it. Well, at least I did that. I don't really think I lost anything. At least I was stupid enough to fall off that before I went and got all the redstone for the circuits on that thing. Actually, let me check the hoppers over here. Oh man, this thing is backed up far. Are the items just like on the floor in there? Huh. Alright, well what happened was some of the circuitry got frozen over here, like it needed to be updated, which means it got unloaded likely, which is kind of worrying because I think everything here should be in the spawn chunks. Oh, what may have happened actually, oh, my SkyBlock world isn't in the spawn chunks of my world anymore ever since I updated to the new world. That's what it must be. Huh. I don't know, I guess I might have to go rebuild some of the circuits to be like unloading proof. I'm not even sure if that's possible, because redstone sometimes freezes when it's unloaded and reloaded and gets broken. Yes, this farm is just so insane. I mean, look at all this. We can craft so many ladders now. So many ladders. I may have to do a little redesigning of this farm. Yeah. Looks like in all the back areas, it's dark enough for things to spawn, because there's a few other things inside this tower right now. Well, I guess I can just drown them out, maybe. Although, yeah, I should probably just light this thing up so I don't have to deal with mobs in it. Alright, this thing should be just about done. But what I need to mention was, what I meant to mention was, I need to light it up just right. Here's the water bucket, by the way, for the whole thing. Because the mushrooms need a light level of 12 or lower to spawn. And mobs, I think, need 7 or lower, and it's like 9 or lower for zombies spawning. Helper zombies or something like that. Anyways, toss this in. Alright, so that should have released like a pulse of water. Yep, perfect. That's what I want. Oh, it'd probably help if I put mushrooms in the farm. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I'll do that right now. This farm's actually pretty cool to watch. Like all the little water kind of drails down. Also, I added that. Oh, cool. So we have 5 brown mushrooms now. I ran out of brown mushrooms, so I only filled this thing like halfway. But yeah, it's pretty much done now. Kind of funny how right after we make the witch farm and now we have tons of redstone, I designed this farm, which like uses almost no redstone for like how big it is, and yeah. Where is the sun? Here we go. Awesome, 2 farms in 1 episode. Oh, and I still need to add the mushrooms down there in this automated item section.
And now we got 2 more items on our wall here. We never really named this wall anything, did we? Yeah, whatever. But yeah, I didn't think I'd ever add anything to this wall. Because I didn't even know mushrooms could be automatically farmed at the time, but I was looking through lists of fully automatically farmable items, and I think that's probably going to be it for that wall, because there's not really much else we can add to it. I don't know, maybe like raw meats, but that's kind of pointless. Oh, we haven't, the one villager we haven't unlocked though is the butcher villager, because he only takes raw meats for trades. Oh, there's been a murder. So I timed the mushroom farm, and it looks like it produces about 20 mushrooms an hour. So let's say it was like 5 mushrooms an hour for the massive farm I found on YouTube or whatever. But yeah, it should work out pretty well. Yeah, and we got this thing going too, so pretty good episode. So I have such a good idea for another farm. Did I mention this already? What I thought originally thought was a problem when it occurred while I was building this farm gave me a really good idea, so we'll look into that in the next episode. Anyways, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later with another video. Okay, bye. Have a good day.